How's it going, everyone? Welcome back. In this video, I'm going to be doing a review of the KEURIG K-Supreme Plus. Now, I just did a video on the KEURIG K-Supreme, so go check that video out if you haven't already. This deal was way too good to pass up for the K-Supreme Plus. This KEURIG K-Supreme is fantastic and I have no issues with it. However, for aesthetics and everything you're getting in this KEURIG K-Supreme Plus, which is the next higher up model, it was too good to pass up. The result is that I'll be creating a mini series so that those of you on the fence with the K-Supreme Plus or the K-Supreme have options and understand the differences. Now, I'm no professional by any means. I'm just an average reviewer creating content for you to distinguish the differences. In this mini series with the KEURIGs, what I plan to do is, we already made a review for the KEURIG K-Supreme. I'm going to do a review for the KEURIG K-Supreme Plus, and in addition, I'll be doing a comparison between the two, which is another video. And for another shorter video, I'm going to show you these coffee filters if you don't want to be buying the pods and spending as much money. By using these refillable coffee filters, you may be able to save a good amount of money by grinding your own coffee, your own blend that you desire, and using them instead of the disposable K-Cups. You can see here with the KEURIG My K-Cup, it is refillable and you can use it instead of the disposable style K-Cups. Again, for this video, we're going to focus on the KEURIG K-Supreme Plus. We're going to be doing the unboxing, and check this out. I picked up this KEURIG K-Supreme Plus for $99 at Costco, which is an insane deal because it's also a bundle, and not too long ago, these were selling for $200. It's incredible to see them becoming more affordable. In this special edition sold through Costco, we're getting 18 K-Cups. That's about an $8 to $10 value on its own. We're getting the water filter and handle. The Canadian model gave extra charcoal filters. But if you notice here, they are also including the My K-Cup, which I just purchased, and this was about $12 on its own. All in all, you're getting the K-Supreme and these two items, which are about $20 on their own. Quickly, we're going to go over the exterior marketing. Multi-stream technology, which is that 5-point saturation technology. Customize your cup with 5 strengths and 5 temperature options, or make it iced by brewing hot over ice and enjoying cold. Programmable favorites, save preferences for up to 3 people, or 3 options for yourself. 5 cup sizes, 4, 8, 6, 10, and 12 ounces. And we have a 78 ounce removable reservoir. The color is going to be stainless steel. Noticing the fine print here, mug and glass are not included. Here it's also showing do not brew into a glass cup. Perhaps what this means is brew it in one of these cups and then you can later transfer it over into a glass cup. Having a look at the top here, more of the same. Here is the item number if you are trying to track this down through Costco. On the side here, we get a better look at that multi-stream technology. This KEURIG is made in Thailand. On the rear, more of the same. And on the other side, we get another look at the K-Supreme Plus Special Edition, and then it includes several pods there, the My K-Cup, and the water filter and handle. Elevate your everyday coffee experience with full flavor and aroma. This is the first paper we're greeted with. Feel free to pause and read this at your own rate. So we have a questions or concern, customer support number there. KEURIG's telling you here to contact them before going back to Costco. Keep in mind, this KEURIG is no different than any of the other models. It just happens to be a special bundle that they're selling through Costco. It's going to tell us a little more here of what we're going to find inside. We have the quick start guide, reusable coffee filter, which is the My K-Cup, the water filter and handle, which includes a water filter handle and 1 charcoal filter, 18 K-Cup pods. If you need any instructional videos and other helpful tips, visit support.keurig.com. Next, we have the quick start guide. Here, KEURIG is listing a limited 1-year warranty, but keep in mind, since you did purchase this through Costco, you have a much more generous return policy where a few years down the line, if something does go wrong and KEURIG itself doesn't support it, you can return it to Costco and they should give you a full refund, no questions asked. The other K-Supreme that I purchased was not through Costco, so that one is going to be a bit more limiting if I do have issues down the line. Here we're going to take a quick look at the quick start guide. Feel free to pause this and go over it at your own pace. Perhaps if you lost the manual or you purchased this secondhand and don't have access to this, this is what it's meant to be for. Next, looking in, we have the water filter and the charcoal filter here. We have the power cord with a safety lock there. Here it's telling us, enjoy your first K-Cup pods on us. KEURIG, brew the love. Nothing else in the box there.
Amazing!
First thing I did here was measure the power cord. This is 35¼ inches from the tip to the base. That's about 7 more inches in length in comparison to the K-Supreme. First thing we want to do is remove all of this safety tape, this package tape. Unlike the K-Supreme, this K-Supreme Plus, which has a larger reservoir at 78 ounces, it has a fixed mounting point here on the left side. At the very least, because this is a square design, we do have different options to set up this grab handle. So whether you want it to be straight from the front or you do want to rotate this 90 degrees, we do have an additional grab handle point right here. We have a cutout here to accommodate this larger reservoir. Taking a closer look, when you do set this water reservoir, we can see how it pushes up and it allows for water to travel. There is no magnetic feature here that holds this secure, so just keep that in mind, but with the weight of the water, this should be stable enough. Do keep in mind to wash and rinse this out prior to first use, and try to run a cup of water through the machine prior to brewing your first cup of coffee. Let's take a quick look from the top view. This K-Supreme Plus does give us more dedicated options. It does have this small screen here that shows the strength and temperature when it is powered on. We do have the 3-person feature, or 3 features for yourself if you want to set it that way. A dedicated over ice button, temperature, strength 4 ounce, 6, 8, 10, 12. These 2 options here are great if you want to make more concentrated drinks or more of your specialty drinks without overflowing cups. The entire surrounding is finished in the stainless steel, which does make it look much more premium. The front as well is finished in that stainless steel. And here we have this stamping, which is more pronounced and looks more premium. Another detail to notice here is that this is a metal handle, which does feel much more premium and durable. This bottom base here is removable. You just pull straight out. With the base attached there, we have a little less than 6.5 inches for a cup or mug. With the base removed, it gives us a little less than 7.5 inches, so an extra inch if you remove that base. And for the most extreme measure, if you do want to cut this off to accommodate your favorite mug, it will give us about 7 3/4 inches of clearance. So about an additional 1/4 inch in clearance. Here we'll take a quick look at the base, which says to hand wash only. This is removable, slides straight in, and we can remove this from the outside as well. We do have the option to remove this while in place as well. Quickly, to set up the charcoal filter, it does state to soak the charcoal filter for 5 minutes in water and then rinse the charcoal filter for 60 seconds. It also does state in the quick start guide to quickly rinse and wash this plastic water filter handle. To open the base that accommodates the charcoal filter, we're going to pinch on both sides and pull down. Quickly here, let's rinse the charcoal filter for 60 seconds as stated. Next, let's submerge it for 5 minutes. While we wait 5 minutes for the charcoal filter to soak, now's a good time to wash your reservoir and your water filter handle. After soaking for 5 minutes, take out the charcoal filter and we're going to set it flat bottom down on this flat base here. And then we slide it into this water filter handle. Next, we're going to insert this and push down until we feel it securely fastened. The preferred water of choice you want to use for your coffee is either alkaline, purified, or reverse osmosis. Now, for the time being, I'm just going to run it with tap water. There's nothing wrong with using tap water. However, when factoring the pH level, Alkaline water is going to make your coffee less acidic because coffee on its own is acidic. So that extra alkaline water is going to give you a bit smoother tasting, less heartburn in your coffee. And then also keep in mind, depending on the area you live in, another thing to take into consideration is that depending where you live, your tap water may have more minerals in it, which as a result may cause more buildup in your Keurig. So do make sure to follow that maintenance and descale the machine, or when it tells you to, it does have a built-in indicator. Do take note that the water lids on these Keurigs don't fasten securely, so they do slide on easily, but they also come off easily as well. Okay, let's sit it on the base. And just with a closer look, this is going to be stainless steel, but keep in mind it's probably not entirely metal, so it's just an outer coating of stainless steel. Let's take a quick look at the bottom to see if we have rubber grips. We do have a few here. We do have 4 throughout the bottom. I actually prefer the style that Keurig went with. I have a Ninja that has some suction cups on the bottom, and that thing is a pain to move around on a daily basis. I think with the weight of the water on its own, this is going to be very secure on your countertops. All right, let's plug it in for the first time. Here we have a closer look at that 5-point multi-stream technology, which is a fantastic approach that Keurig took. It's going to saturate your cup better instead of just soaking with that middle needle there. Then looking in there, we have the other needle that punctures the cup from the bottom. To insert the K-cup, let's swing this open. And with the K-cup, we're going to just simply slide it down. I like to help the machine so it lasts even longer, even though it is a robust, strong build here. What I want to do with the K-cup, I'm just going to push down so that bottom needle punctures through the base. There we go. And then we just swing this down, nice and firm. And it punctures from the top. I'll show you quickly what those punctures look like. Here we see the 5 puncture points, which allows the water to saturate the cup much better and give us more consistent, smooth flavor. Here I'm going to brew my first cup. I'm going to go with the default 8 ounce. No extra strength, no extra temperature. The default setting that this comes with. And keep in mind, as you're seeing those LEDs move there, this has to do with the camera and the refresh rate with the camera picking up these little LEDs. So this screen is perfectly fine in person. It's just the way the camera picks this up because of the frames per second. Next, we're going to select the center icon here to get started. Again, it tells us brewing right there. What does happen if you select more strength is that the water simply goes slower through the K-cup, which allows it to saturate even more and extract more of that flavor. Opening that bonus pack that comes with this Keurig, we do have 6 pods that are from Kirkland. One is a dark roast. The other one is Kirkland Signature Summit Roast, a medium roast, and Kirkland Signature Breakfast Blend, a light roast. So we have a total of 6, 2 of each. And I'll be popping one of mine in that I already purchased previously. This is a breakfast blend. In addition, Keurig gives us 12 recyclable K-cup pods. Here on the side, Keurig shows us the 12 K-cups that they are including. And lastly, we have the reusable My K-cup. Closer look there if you want to read this or pause. Okay, lastly, I'm going to finish with the measurements. So for those of you curious if this fits your countertop, for example, here this barely fits under my countertop. So I'll be giving those measurements. All right, everyone, hope you found this review useful. If you did, please like and remember to subscribe. It helps small channels like this grow to bring more content like this in the future. Don't hesitate to drop a comment below and let's have a discussion to answer any of your questions. Perhaps you like this or you have the K Supreme model and you're thinking of upgrading or you're perfectly happy. With that said, y'all, have a great day, have a great evening, Striker out.